Childhood trauma, explained by ducks. Tiny duck just hatched, needs warmth, needs calm, gets chaos, loud quacks, cold nest, no space to be small. Duck learns, stay quiet, stay useful, don't flap too loud. Duck grows up, still flinches at sudden honks, still checks every face, still feels one mistake equals no worm. Other ducks say, just move on. Ducks say, I never got to start safe. Duck overthinks, over-apologizes, hides feelings, still waits for the next snap. Wise frog says, it wasn't your fault. You were just a duck in a storm. But you're building your own pond now. Start small, notice safe ducks, say no without guilt, rest without earning it. Duck nods, sets boundaries, feels weird because it's new, still growing, still healing, still a good duck. See PTSD, explained by ducks. Tiny duck grows up in a storm. Not once, not twice, but every day. Loud honks, cold water, no safe log to rest on. Duck learns, always be ready, always watch, never relax. Now grown, pond is calm, but duck still flinches at sudden splashes. Still feels one wrong flap equals danger. Other ducks say, it's over, just move on. Ducks say, my feathers remember storms you never saw. Duck avoids, duck overthinks, duck shuts down, because the body still thinks the storm is here. This is complex PTSD, not just one bad honk, but years of quacks, too loud for a small duck. Wise frog says, your pond can change, safe ducks exist, one feather at a time. Duck nods, tries resting without guilt, tries trusting the quiet. Still healing, still growing, still a good duck. What is a trauma bond? Explained by ducks. Duck meets goose. Goose is loud. Goose is charming. Goose says, you're the best duck I've ever met. Duck eyes light up. Duck feels seen, feels safe. Then suddenly, goose honks sharp, blames duck, says, you're lucky I stay. Duck confused, wants to leave, but remembers the sweet honks, the soft feathers, the you're special. Duck feels bad, so duck stays. Duck thinks, if I flap better, maybe it'll be good again. Other ducks say, that's not love. Duck says, you just don't see the good side. Good side keeps duck stuck, bad side keeps duck scared. But both sides, same goose. Wise frog rides in on a moose, says, you're not addicted to goose, you're addicted to relief between honks. Duck blinks, stops waiting for the good side, tells trusted ducks, makes a plan, swims away slowly, blocks the honks, the pond becomes quiet again. Still healing, still flapping, still a good duck. Maladaptive daydreaming, explained by ducks. Duck goes to work at Big P-Snack Company. Duck sits, supposed to be working. P-Snack report due by noon. But Duck blinks and suddenly, they're the hero duck, saving the pond. Then Rockstar Duck. Crowd goes wild. Duck blinks again. It's 3 hours later. Nothing done, just crumbs and a tired brain. Duck knows it's not real, but it feels better than the mud, better than the mess, better than being just duck. Daydreams used to help. Used to be a break, now they're a loop. Duck walks, but they're not here. They're there. In the story, in the fantasy, in control. Real pond? Too loud, too painful. Other ducks say, stop zoning out. Duck can't explain. It's not a choice. It's an escape. Wise frog says the mind goes where it feels safe, but even dreams need rest. Still daydreaming, still more than just duck. Duck is still a good duck. What is emotional delay? Explained by ducks. Duck gets yelled at. Heart doesn't race. Eyes stay dry. Ducks say, I'm fine. But 3 days later, duck hears a twig snap. And suddenly, flap, shiver, cry. All at once, duck feels too much. Other ducks say, why now? Ducks say, I don't know. Wise frog says, you're not too sensitive. You just process feelings on pond time. It's not fake. It's not dramatic. It's emotional delay. Duck brain hit pause to keep the pond calm. Then hit play when it was safe. Still catching up. Still a good duck. What is dissociation? Explained by ducks. Duck at pond, but not really. Duck stares at water. World feels far, like watching pond through fog. Other ducks honk. Duck hears it, but not really. Feels like dream. Everything floaty. Nothing sticks. Duck flaps on autopilot, smiles, nods. Duck gets home, doesn't remember flying. That's dissociation. Brain goes into safe mode. Too much, too fast, mind floats away. Wise Frog says, you're not broken. You're going into third person and protecting yourself. Still spacing out, but learning to come back. Still a good duck. What is an anxious attachment style? Explained by ducks. Duck sends message, no reply. Duck brains say, they're gone. They're done with me. They found a better duck. Duck checks message. Was it too flappy? Too many honks? Duck waits, heart racing, flippers sweating. Other duck finally replied, sorry, I was swimming. Duck says all good, but still feels wobbly. Duck doesn't want too much, just wants to feel enough. Wise Frog says, next time you panic, ask, did it turn out okay last time? It probably did. Duck thinks, remembers last interaction, still a little anxious, but duck is still a good duck. What is performative happiness? Explained by ducks. Duck wakes up tired, still smiles, still waves, still says I'm fine. Other ducks say, you're always so happy. Duck nods, but inside, duck is sinking. Duck smiles, not because happy, but because scared to fall apart. Wise Frog says, if smiling hurts, it's not joy, it's survival. Duck finds one safe duck, opens up with a shaky honk. That duck listens, doesn't try to fix, just stays. Duck now a little less alone, still waddling, still a good duck. Hypervigilance, explained by ducks. Duck sits by pond, wants to relax. Brain says, better watch for geese. Duck puts on headphones. Brain says, no. What if another duck calls you? What if they get mad you didn't hear? Duck tries to read, eyes on page, ears everywhere, every ripple, every honk, every shadow in the water. Other ducks splash and laugh. Duck scans each one, just in case. Feels heart flap faster, even when nothing's wrong. It's exhausting, like guarding the pond 24/7, even when the pond is safe. Other ducks say, chill. Duck says, I would, if my brain let me. Wise Frog says, your brain learned danger once. Now it sees it everywhere. Safety isn't just outside the nest, it's inside your feathers too. Still scanning, still learning to rest. Still a good duck. What is love bombing? Explained by ducks. Duck meets duck. Day 1, fireworks. Day 2, poems. Day 3, you're my forever duck. It feels magical, like finally being seen. Gifts, messages saying, I've never met a duck like you. Duck says, this is too good to be true. It is. Then suddenly, no flaps, no quacks, duck gone, then back, then gone again. Duck is dizzy, not in love, in confusion. Duck blames self. Was I too needy? But this is love bombing. Too much, too fast, then silence. A trap disguised as a fairy tale. Wise Frog says, if it starts like a dream but ends in fear, it was never love, it was control. Duck learns to notice the signs. Still learning, still a good duck.